I basically just want to start ranting. It's just I'm just tired of stupid. I mean, I feel like stupid is rubbing off on me. If I'm stupid, I think it's because you're stupid, and kind of the accent of stupid kind of just rubbed off on me, and just the stupid habits that surround me, and it's hard to break this habit of fucking stupid lemming zombie. The mentality of a human being is that of a fucking lemming, brain dead retard. Whatever. Oh my god. I, people are like, people might be like, you talk funny, or you type funny, or something. It's like you're so stupid. It doesn't matter, okay? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and give a fuck about anything, because that's like saying you gave a fuck. Okay, if you really actually cared in your first impression, you wouldn't be a fucking dumbass, okay? It's like simple, man. First impression. Okay, so if you're not even impressing me at all, it's like, why the fuck should I impress you? You are like nothing to me. I'm not saying I'm better than you, or that I'm smarter than you, or anything. Seriously, like, that's actually kind of funny, because I know you're so dumb, you actually probably don't get that. So, it's not for me to give a fuck if you get it or not. It's like, you're dumb, okay? I'm sorry you don't get it. That doesn't mean I'm any better than you. It means I know that you're not getting something that should be getting, so you're dumb. Still doesn't mean I'm any better than you. Because what if I didn't know? Oh, are you better than me just because you know? Oh, say you know more than me. Does that mean you're any better than me? No. So why would it be any different any other fucking way? Is that how brain dead you are? Is that really how your brain functions? The logic of your brain is the dumbest thing. Okay, now, let me get this straight for you, you dumb fucking lemming retard zombie. Okay, my brain thinks of the most logical thing. Like, it's like, if I drop a knife on my foot, what's the most logical thing that could happen? Like, maybe it would stab my foot. But it's like, this is what your brain thinks. You're like, oh, if I drop this knife over my foot, it might turn into a puppy dog and land on my foot. And it's like, your brain thinks of the most fucked up, dumb, and it's like your brain is trying to purposely search for the dumbest, most fucked up thing and the most illogical thing. And it's like, that's something I don't understand, because my brain doesn't work like that. It tries to make sense of things. And it's like, if you make sense of things by trying to find exactly what it isn't, and then saying that's what it is, then you're just fucked. I mean, how could I explain it any better, It's like, if you jump off a bridge and die, and you're sitting there thinking, hey, if I jump off this bridge, am I going to turn into an angel and fly away or something? And it's like, there's no reason. It's stupid. It's like someone thinking the world's flat. It's like, hey, I live on this planet. I wonder what it's like. It must be flat. Yeah, that seems the most logical. And it's like, you know, I know, like, if you don't know something, and you just kind of guess, and you're like, well, maybe it's round or something. I mean, I guess I can kind of understand that. But it's like, if you're in space and you're looking at the world and you see that it's round, but you're like, no, it's flat. It's two-dimensional projection in front of me or something. It's like your mind is almost like searching for things that are just as dumb as they can be. It's just, I mean, and it's like, I know people don't get it, because that's how they think. And they're thinking like that while I'm sitting here saying this, and it's like, you know, it's just, I mean, I can only imagine what you know, how the TV must have contributed majorly to this. Like, you know, if you watch, I mean, I don't know what I don't even really watch TV. If you're watching anything, South Park, and they make something out to be a joke, and you actually think it's real, like if they're like, oh, these people are like this or whatever. I don't even know, that was so retarded. See, I can't even think of good things to say anymore. It's just so dumb. That's why I feel like it's just rubbing off on me at this point. Like, it's just so stupid. I feel like I can't even talk about how stupid it is, because somehow the stupid is rubbed off on me in such a way where I can't even expose how stupid this is. Like, I feel stupid now. Like, you're so stupid. Now I definitely feel stupid. Like, do you kind of understand what I'm saying? Like, there's just the presence of you being so stupid. Now, it insults my intelligence in a way. And it's just like, just the fact of you being so dumb and saying just the dumb shit that you say to me. I just feel like it's a non-stop attack on my intelligence. Like, you're insulting my intelligence. Like, and it's not even about you insulting my intelligence. You know, it's not like you tried to be stupid and insult my intelligence. So I know, like, you know, it's not that you're trying to. I just feel that, you know. Not that anybody cares how I fucking feel or anything, you know what I mean? Oh, do you care how I feel? No. Oh, did it hurt your feelings that I'm stupid? Oh, fuck you, huh? You know, and it's like, okay, so you know, I get it. That's the point here, is you don't get it. That's why I'm talking now, because I know that nobody fucking gets anything ever at all, ever. 1 + 1 = 2. You don't get it. You're brain dead. You're a zombie. Even if you sat there and said 1 + 1 = 2, you don't know that. You can sit there and say that. Is that really logical reasoning that's happening in your brain? Fuck no. It's just a regurgitation. You know, I can sit there and tell my parrot 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. And it's going to sit there and regurgitate 1 + 1 = 2. But does it actually know 1 +? So I can sit there and teach my parrot how to spell and how to do all these things. Does it mean it really knows how to spell? Or has it, you know, how does the mind of a parrot work, I guess, you know? And it's like, that's all you are, is like a fucking bird brain motherfucker. And it's like, sure, you can say things, and you can talk, and you can do stuff. It's only like a fucking brainless parrot fucking talking, though. And it's like, god damn, seriously, you are like a body-snatched, cloned alien with brainworms and symbiotes. You got fucking, you're a Goa'uld or fucking something, or not even that, like a brain-dead Goa'uld. Not even that. You're a body-snatched, brain-dead, empty shell of a clone of whatever the fuck you were supposed to be to begin with. You're basically like a lobotomized robot or something. And it's like, seriously, people. I mean, imagine if you we're in the Twilight Zone, and then it was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and your friends are like, you're like, hey, how you doing, buddy? And they're like, and you're like, man, you just are not sounding like you were yesterday, dude. Like, there's something that's wrong. It sounds like you're lobotomized. What happened to you? You know, like, and it's like that. It's disturbing. It's you know, what happened to my friends? Why are they 100% lobotomized, stupid in a way? Sure, they can talk. They're just parrots and puppets at this point, dude. It's like, so what? They can talk. Does that mean they're smart? No. No, it does not. It means they're regurgitators. It means they're indoctrinated. You know? I mean, these fucking people like get their logic from South Park or Jerry Springer or Ricky Lake, and it's like, that's the only information that these people get is just the nonsense spewed from the propaganda box, and that's all they know. So that's all they can relate on, back on what they know. And when they communicate to others, they can only talk about football, because that's the only fucking thing that they know. So I guess if I wanted to talk to a person that knew about football, I would learn about football just so I could talk to a brain-dead lemming zombie about something. That's not even the point, probably. I feel a lot better now that I got that off my chest. And to think, I would have called my friend and probably like said that to him. You know, so it's like, I'm so glad that I do have the internet where I can vent my frustrations and just throw it up there and hope to God nobody ever does see it. You know, does this need to be a viral video? Who the fuck gives a fucking shit? You know, I've had Ray William Johnson take my brainworm video because I rant like this all the fucking time, and it's to vent my frustration. And it's you know, and it's, I bought an iPhone and I did whatever, and then now that's the technology that we know today, and then our child will grow up with that and what it does to them and how they deal with it and what they do with the knowledge of the internet. Oh, I don't fucking know, dude. And that's all this is it's a new thing. I'm trying something new. Could you imagine if I actually tried something new, which is called venting my frustrations online or whatever, and then burying it and hoping to God nobody did fucking see it, basically. And it's like, so if you took it and featured it, do I give a fuck? I don't know. You know, because I don't think I think like you. Maybe I'm a different breed or something. I don't fucking know. I mean, seriously, this is beyond you. Like, so seriously, isn't even funny. People are like, I understand you. Oh my God, more insulting my intelligence. Like, please understand me. I beg you to understand, because I know you fucking don't. And it's not because I don't want you to, because I'm unique and I'm different. I guarantee you don't fucking know what it's like to be a brain dead fucking lemon fucking zombie and know what it's like for everybody else to be like that. Dude, it destroys my heart, and I'm depressed because I live in this fucking tyranny of retard, and it's too much. I am depressed because you are all tyrannical lemmings that suppress every inch of the freedom of my body that I hold. If I had any freedom in my fucking soul, you have suppressed it as far as it can be. You've kicked it. It's a dead horse, and you kick it, and it's dead. And you make videos called Kick This Dead Horse and Dump Gas on This Fire. And I say, yeah, go ahead. Dump more gas on my fire. Because you're only fueling the ambitions of me. Every fucking hate mail that I fucking get from these brain dead, dumb fucking lemmings fighting their ignorance, fighting tooth and nail, giving everything they have to defend their ignorance. And it's like, there is nothing to fight here. You are only fighting yourself. If you don't want to hear it, then turn away. But it's so funny because people, they turn away and they turn it off and they don't look, and my views don't go up, and they don't give a shit, and they feature the video and they're like, you need views, and they still don't get views. Because the truth fucking hurts a lot. And that's it. The fucking truth hurts. And so if you're looking at it, all you're doing is fighting your ignorance, and then when you look away, all you're doing is ignoring your ignorance. So either way, you're fucked. You're doomed if you listen, and you're doomed if you're not. And then most of the time, people just listen, and they're so stupid that they can't retain any amount. You know, they're just parrots. How are they going to re-parrot this? They can't. Because it's not a part of their everyday regurgitation, lemming, behavioral. I kind of lost some of the big words there, but oh well. Well, maybe I'm not listening. Blame it on my ADD, babe. Sale. I mean, I'm really not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to be crazy. But at the same time, I'm sure that all has a lot to do with things. People are going to call me crazy, and it only makes a lot of sense for that, you know? I truly understand where they're coming from that, because this is all strange and foreign to them. They have never heard this before. A lot of people say, you know, if somebody watches your videos for the first time, you know, what are they supposed to think? They don't know what you said in the last video. And it's like, you know what? You know, if I watch a video of Mark Dice and he's like, I don't repeat myself, so just go back and watch the old video. I mean, at what point are you a brain dead lemming, and at what point are you going to think about things a little bit on your own, where Mark Dice doesn't have to baby talk to you and tell you exactly how to think and what to do and when to think it? And when are you going to start thinking for yourself, you know, wait a minute, maybe I'm on to something. Maybe we should create some logical fallacies, and I should just say, hey, Aaron, you're crazy. None of this actually exists. And that is a fallacy, which is a scarecrow. And you're attacking the scarecrow, which is, I'm crazy. And so that's easy to knock down because, you know, the way your brain works and the way they've brainwashed you, mind controlled you, and turned you into a denial. You know, you have a mental illness called denial, you know, and so you project that onto others as a type of fear because you're afraid of what you don't know. So instead of sitting there and trying to understand something new and having an open mind and accepting facts and thinking of both sides, you could sit there and say, I'm a parrot. I think of both sides. And I'm going to say, no, you're a parrot that was told to regurgitate you think of both sides. Because actually, in reality, you can't think of both sides. For whatever reason. Maybe you're just a left brain or a right brain or whatever. But as much as you really wish to God you could look at both sides, you really fucking can't. And that's not only is that a political mind control trick that people use, hey, I think about both sides, that's a salesman tactic. And so I really hate having to go and learn about salesmen so I can debunk a salesman and his tactics and his black book shill rules of tactics and shit. And when I see the repetitive behavior of a lemming, in a way, that's just red flag, red herring all day. Okay, I mean, I cannot emphasize enough, you know, a certain amount of regurgitation is just wrong. Facts are facts, you know, but a regurgitation and propaganda and lies are just that. And propagandists don't have open minds. They don't accept. They have an alternative agenda, which could be anything. It could be communism. They might not even know they're communist. They might have been subverted to communism in a way, and it might not even be about communism. This could be about religion or anything, because you know, to me, political ideas seem like its own religion. So they can take the same conditioning, mind control propaganda that they use in religion and use a lot of those same tactics and put them in other fields such as political views. And so although it's not about God, but they're using the same exact tactics, and so you can see this repetitive lemming-like behavior that is it's very easy to see once you know it and you spot it out. And it's basically like the They Live sunglasses. Once you can spot something and you see it, the motherfucker's like a beacon, okay? You know, and so I've had people tell me, they're like, I'm not a zombie, I'm awake, I've been awake forever. And it's like, but you can see right through their lies. And you can see right on the other side their ulterior motive and all the regurgitation and propaganda and their ulterior motives that they will never tell you their ulterior motive. And that's how you know they're hiding something. If they're hiding something and you're talking with someone and there's something they can't tell you and you know it, that they're not saying things that make sense in a way. Well, that's hard to explain, but because I mean somebody could say that about me, but you know, I just explained it wrong. That's why I'll re-explain it. This is kind of funny. Because somebody might say to me, I'm in the truth movement. You know, I want to stop tyranny, you know, or something, you know, and, you know, and it's like, okay, so what's your major goal? To wake people up? Yeah, that's my major goal. And then what then? Just wake people up and let them deal with it? Just forever wake people up? Non-stop forever? Well, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. But what's stopping you from really kind of expanding on that, you know? So you can't, you know, that's it. That's all, you know. But it's like, what if someone else could expand on that? Are you fucking mad, bro? You know? Like, you're mad because you know, you didn't think of that? No, I mean, not that you're mad. But it's like, if someone comes to you and they're like, I'm awake, or whatever, and I don't like you for whatever reason, because you're the brainworm guy or whatever. So you're not allowed to talk ever at all, because I have just chosen that I don't like you and anything you say, so you never have the right to speak ever at all, period. Fuck you. And I would say, well, dude, what is your ulterior motive here? It's definitely not truth and freedom of speech, and you don't care about me, period, at all, ever. So, how do you think I fucking feel about you now, dude? Like, okay, so that means I know dude's a fucking retard, okay? Easy. Beacon of light beaming out of his forehead, I'm a dumb fuck. Written across his head, limit. Okay? Satan himself came down with an invisible ink and UV and wrote across his fucking face, I'm a brain dead fucking lemming. And maybe I could wake somebody up at some time or something, but still, at the end of the day, the ulterior motive is they're not awake. They're fucking just asleep as anybody else, and it's so blatantly fucking obvious. It hurts, you know. And it's like, you know, when we're calling people lemmings and they're stupid, and we're trying to wake them up, it's like, it's more than fucking true. It sucks. I mean, if somebody's like, if Mark Dice is like, yeah, look at the zombie sheeple, and you know, he might be fucking around or whatever, and he's like, yeah, let me go try to cash in my gold coin, or how much is your watch, or whatever, and he's kind of poking fun of him. It's not funny. It's actually sad, because people really are that stupid. I mean, maybe not everybody, definitely, but the great majority of people are fucking brain dead, dude. They're gone. Okay, so if you can understand that probably 99% of anybody you talk to is gonna be one of these people, whether or not they like it or that they know it, or whatever, or not that it's a contest or something, you know. That's the point. It's like, if you're going to wake people up, aren't you going to wake people up, or what are you doing? If you're asleep yourself and you woke up a little bit, but if you have all the knowledge in the world and you don't use it, okay, these truthers that are like, wake up, and then what? and then use the knowledge. Don't sit there like a bump on a log, like, I'm a brain dead fucking lemon, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? No. You do something about it. You don't just go to work the next day and say, well, I'm just gonna go back to my lemming brain dead life and maybe I'll try to wake up some of my friends. No, it's like action speaks louder than words. I don't care what you tell me. Wake up when and where. It doesn't give a fuck without the action. And that's what it is. You have no courage at all. And you can't organize. You can organize as a mass of brain-dead, mindless lemmings. Okay, so why can't you organize as thinking people, able-bodied people that can and will do something, period. End of fucking story. Do something. It's like, I don't care if somebody was in my face and they're like, I do something. Here's what I do. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. It's just like everything else that we talked about. Maybe you do something or think or something. You know. But, you see, it's not meant to offend, you know. It's meant to be like, to awaken you up, you know. It's helpful. It's like, hey, there's boogers on your face, man. And if you're fucking bitched out because you're mad because I told you, fucking get over it. And so what? You're not a bigger person, and you're not gonna get over it. Sorry for your luck, dude. Sorry you're retarded. Get mad about it, dude. You're fucking retarded. That's the thing, is you're gonna have a mass horde of mad zombies because they're fucking brain dead. Because they're not gonna understand what the fuck is going on. Okay, when the awakening happens, there is gonna be total division on this fucking planet between some people that can think and are not going to be controlled by the mass of brain-dead lemmings, and you're going to have a mass of brain-dead lemmings that demand their stupidity should be able to control you, that their ignorance should control you. And it's like, why should I be controlled by ignorance? That's lemming. That's the epicenter of lemming. And it's our evil enemy. Okay? The people we want to wake up are our fucking most bad, evil people. But they're being controlled by the puppet masters that control them. And of course, they don't even fucking know it. If you say it like it is, they're just going to call you crazy. Even though it's fucking true. They believe it, but they just love throwing around the crazy word. And that's called a lynch mob. So you're going to face a lynch mob if you have any amount of intelligence, period, at all in your life, because you do not understand. Brain dead lemmings are full retard. They're gone. They're 100% not there. There was always a rule, dude, never go full retard. You just went full retard. That is a serious issue. Okay? It actually is. You know? Because that was the rule. The rule was, okay, maybe we're a little retard, but we're not full retard. And maybe you can think we're full retard, but we're really not. They've changed that, dude. That it used to be like just a little joke, and everybody liked it. But it's like they've changed all that, and so that's the key telltale signs, knowing full retard and what full retard is. And I thought you guys fucking knew what it was, but apparently that must be the huge cherry on the fucking top, as you guys are ignorant. You are lemming, ignorant, dumb zombies, and they know it. And it's my job to know it, and it's my job to know that you are not going to wake up, and what we are facing is serious and horrible, and something that is very unstoppable, very strong, and it is pure evil, pure Satan, pure satanic lemming zombie mass. It is zombie, satanic, death all the way. No fear mongering. It is okay. It's like fear mongering is basically like selling fear when there's no fear to be had. Like basically sounding the alarm that the gates are being stormed is not a fear tactic. Okay, if our gates are getting, our castle gate is getting stormed and run over, and I sound the alarm, and you're like, hey, you're a fearmonger, just let it happen. I'm like, oh my God, we're infiltrated, they're storming the gate, half of our men have given up, and they're just like, let it happen, dude. And it's like, it's not even on half of our men. All of our men gave up and were scared dogs and ran off and joined the other side or something. And it's like, now you just have, it's like you're gonna be living in that fucking movie with oh fuck, I don't even know. Stupid movies and names. I can't remember them all. I bet you zombies could remember a little better. That's what I'm saying. If I could just get you to start the process of it's like, to build a castle, you lay one brick at a time. If I can just get you to start laying those bricks and get you to see the bigger picture, I think it would be really good. Because what you don't know is they're tricking you with the dystopia. I love the dystopia. And a lot of times when I feel bad, I just immerse myself in this zombie dystopia of things. But that is a trick. And it's a dystopia because it's disguised as a utopia. It looks like utopia. So you can kind of go there and you feel very utopic. But the utopia is a dystopia because they're slowly using this happy-go-lucky mentality to slowly, incrementally close the noose around your neck, and you don't even know it. Okay, they're slowly, incrementally turning this into a prison planet right around you, and it's disguised as happy-go-lucky fun paradise. Sorry, I was smoking a cigarette for some reason. And it's just this fucking... God, that is just so beyond you. I mean, my life, almost, basically, just by the sheer conditioning of it. For some reason, a lot of the conditioning I received was all this shit. So I'm wondering, if I was conditioned to be awake, and you're not awake, and for 10 years, maybe, I've been conditioned to wake up. It's like, then, what conditioning have you been watching or doing, Like, I'm at the point where I'm going to take over my own conditioning and start writing my own fucking program, Like, if you don't control your own brain and thoughts, then who the fuck is? Seriously. If you don't control the information that is going into your brain, I'm not talking about what channel you just watch on TV. I'm talking about all of it. Like, if you watch a TV, you're allowing them to subject you to mental programming that is going to make you believe in a certain viewpoint. Maybe, it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at it as a subject that's open to suggestion, are you highly suggestive? And I would say, if you already have a viewpoint of things and you're stubborn, you may not be suggestive to new ideas. You're already indoctrinated in a certain ideology. That's right, I'm not stupid as you think I am, you fucking bitches. And I know that is so foreign to you. I'm like Harry Potter. I can talk in the language of the Sith. Of course, I'm just kind of joking, but I mean, am I speaking in fucking tongues right now? Do you understand me, motherfucker? Or is this like tongues to you? Because that's how stupid you are. You're just like an empty, blank palette, and I'm drawing on you, and it's like with fading ink, it just fades away. It's like you're a slut. Like, you don't have a boyfriend more than a day. You're with another guy. You're like a piece of duct tape that's stuck to everything. You know what I mean? Like, didn't you take sex ed? Well, that's right. You're a soft palate, or whatever. Or what I call that? I don't know. Okay, when you go to school and they indoctrinate you, for you it's like disappearing ink. Like, you don't remember anything. Like, you're a parrot. Okay, you can remember for 30 minutes, but later on you're gonna forget. But maybe if you're reminded, you might remember again. Which is a little different. Which, I mean, I'm sure we're all like that. We forget things, whatever, But that's part of the point, Like, I kind of remember in school, and they stuck duct tape on our arm, and then they stuck it on the next guy, and then they told you that's how women are like, and then actually experiencing that in person and seeing how fucking true it is, like getting with a slut and then getting with a girl that's not a slut, and seeing which one fucking sticks longer. And it's like, the one that's not a slut, you couldn't beat her off with a stick. But the one that's a slut, it's like, you don't know where the fuck she is. She's here, she's there. She doesn't stick to nothing. You know, she's like a fucking leaf blowing down the fucking wind. And it's like, but the fresh piece of duct tape, it fucking hurts like hell to fucking rip that motherfucker off. So it's like, I cannot ignore facts. You know, it's like, they taught me this in school. I don't think they were fucking around when I went to school. Do you not want to better your life and go to college? Do you not go to college to learn? Well, fuck. Do they have a course called everything? A crash course on everything? You don't, you know, sure, you're intelligent and you're a doctor and you could do open heart surgery, but maybe you know nothing about cars. Is that really a good way to live life? Is to know everything? And it's like, well, what if I did need open bypass surgery? That's good. You know, so I think definitely, you know, whatever works or whatever, you know, if it works, it works. Don't diss what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if that's the way it is, I'm willing to accept the way it is. But the thing is even though you live your life that way, are you willing to even look in the mirror and question yourself? And they say that's called responsibility. Can you ever at any point take responsibility? No, I don't think as humans that is seems to be a part of our nature, especially as living conditioned zombies or something. We've been conditioned to not accept any amount of responsibility and to always point the finger and place the blame. And it's a part of denial. It's a mental illness that we all seem to suffer from. And I don't necessarily think it's normal all the time. I think certain amounts of it, but when you turn it into an extreme form of something, and you have KKK and Nazis and things, and people trying to profile others, like KKK would profile someone, and so I might sit there and judge someone and profile them and say they're a lemming. But it's different when it's unfounded and kind of blown out of proportion in a way. But if there's no better words to explain something, it could be considered a humorous, because, you know, everybody likes a good old fashioned, a little bit racist joke, you know, to just poke fun at something, you know, whatever. I mean, I would enjoy a good white joke now and then or something, you know, that might make fun of us, or, you know, even if a black guy told me, you know, it's you know, like if I drew a picture of a Chinese person and made their eyes really slanted or something, they might take that offensive and as an extreme view of the way they are. But it's like, but you know, they have slanted eyes, you know. So it's like, have you ever went and had a cartoon drawing done of yourself, and they kind of like purposely unproportionate your face, and it's cartoony, you know, and it's supposed to be a cartoon. And it's like, in moderation, yeah, it's funny. But when you take it to KKK extreme form and you profile people, you know, just because of what they believe in, which could be anything, their religion. What if they're atheist? What if they are Darwinist? And you get mad at someone because they're Darwinist. It's like, I'm not getting mad at you because of your ideology, your race or color or anything. I'm getting mad at you because you're trying to control me with your ignorance, and it's a tactic that has been placed in you. So you're like a puppet in a way, and it's like, I know that's kind of deep to understand, but I can't help it. That's what it is. I'm just trying to explain. You know, maybe I'm not the best at explaining it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. and that I'm going to allow it. I'm not going to let someone come up to me and say, I'm stupid, now I can control you. I don't know anything. I don't know what the Constitution is, so now I'm going to control you through my ignorance. It's like, yeah, I don't know it's bad to kill somebody, so does that make it right? Oh yeah, sure, it's now a lemming dystopia. It doesn't matter. We're all fucked now. It's like there is no fucking justice in a police state. The police are bringing on their tyranny, and they're not gonna fucking give a fuck if somebody hurts you or something. They're gonna show up and hurt you. You call the cops and say, hey, somebody hurt me. They're gonna show up and beat you up too, and say shut up, and then they're gonna leave and arrest you and throw you in jail. And you're gonna say, I don't understand. I was the victim, and they're gonna say, hell yeah, you're the fucking victim. It's a police state, bitch. We're thugs. You're fucked. You're a civilian. We own you. You are ours now. You think you got to do something? What makes you fucking feel so safe? Being a dumb lemming zombie, is that really safe for you? You really feel safe in a little protected box of ignorant stupidity because you're afraid to see the fucking truth, and you fear it, and anybody that speaks of the truth must be fucking crazy because it's something you've never heard of, because you live in a box full of ignorance. And even when given the opportunity to see anything differently, any more intelligence, to add, hey, look, computers. Oh, okay, yeah, that's going to help me be stupid, but no, I'll never look at the smart side of things. It's like, that's the point. We do have a smart side of things. And it's like, how can we have such advances in technology and even more stupid people? Well, I'll tell you why. It's called de-evolution. When there's advances in technology that allow stupid people to live longer lives and to reproduce more, you're going to have more fucking stupid people. And you think the social Darwinists and the Satan worshippers don't know this. The Satan worshippers think that they're gods and that they totally rule over you, and that that evolution is going to happen, that survival of the fittest is going to happen, and they're going to assure that because today's 3/22. (2013), and it's the day they put up the Georgia Guidestones, and it says even right on them that they'll wipe out the population. And I think they're fucking banking on it, dude. And they're sucking they're just your false idols, just like they say. And people just unwittingly give them their money that they've worked hard for, and they don't have to do anything except hire more lemmings to do all the work for them and just sit there and just say, hey, look, I'm a fucking god, worship me. And so when you've basically taken everything there is to take and have given it to them, and then they basically know at a point they know they got the monopoly and they got everything, they just pull the plug and they keep everything, and then they don't need anybody else anymore. So the second they don't need you anymore, you're gone. When there's no more food left to be farmed, when the land has no more vitamins in it or whatever, when there's nothing that can be grown, when the soil's toxic, they're gonna fly off in their spaceships with everything and leave you for death. You think they ain't got spaceships? Fucking retarded. I've seen their spaceships. Actually, they made a movie recently, and I said Prometheus or something. No, not Prometheus, but yeah, I think they even made some other movies, but it was kind of like Prometheus. And I said, those spaceships in Prometheus looked very, very similar to the real ones that they actually have. And it's so stupid. People don't even know that they got it. Like, do you not think they can't build spaceships? Like, metal and glass and a big spaceship, and it's like a big submarine in space. You think they can't fucking do it. Sure, maybe they can't reach light speed or whatever. Who cares? They can live forever in space. They can farm in space. They can do whatever they want in space. It's total WALL-E shit. And you think they ain't gonna fucking do WALL-E or whatever? And then that's probably them. And in the future, they're just fat. That's not you. That's probably the fucking rich people, the Satan worshippers, as they're big fat cake eaters. And then they just dumb themselves down. And that's called the Hungarian dialect, where the rich end up stupid too, because what they caused comes back and whips them in the fucking ass. And dude, that's actually really fucking deep. The Hungarian dialect is actually some really fucking interesting shit. And I think that's why one reason I'll say to people, what makes you feel safe, you know? And it's like, I don't want people to mistake it as a threat. But it's like, I'd scream it at the top of my lungs, basically. But it's like, you know, who watches the watchers? What makes you feel safe? Who watches the watchers? What makes you feel safe? Would you give up your freedom for safety? You know? Would you have a camera put up your ass to make sure terrorists aren't up there hiding bombs or anything? And if you are, you're fucking retarded, dude. If you even accept it for a minute, because you have to, like, you have to take your shoes off. If you do it at all, period, you're dumb. You have submitted to tyranny, you know, and even everybody has to do it. So it's like, yeah, you know, of course I would take off my shoes too, right? But when am I gonna say no? Do you understand? When I was a little kid and I learned no, you know, I probably was like, no. They're like, hey, do you want $1 million? No. Hey, do you want Santa Claus to bring you a bunch of gifts for Christmas? No. It's like, you know, right now, that might not be so bad, you know. But don't do that to me, okay? Yeah. No, but I don't know what you would say yes to me, except like, yes, I'm not going to be a lemming. You know, not going to be a lemming. You know. Not. What's not? N-O-T? I don't know. Like a knot on a tree? Like a lemming is like a bump on a log. Is that like a knot in a tree? So is a lemming like a knot in a tree? And not, as in not a lemming, like not a knot. Okay? So not a knot. Yeah. Understand? That could be an anagram. One day I might say to you, not a knot. And you'll know what that is because it means not a lemming. And it's really some weird anagram. So, you know, people might not know. So that could be my covert, hidden symbology, is not a knot. And nobody knows what it means, but the power of that symbology could control them somehow, because it's hidden, some kind of hidden symbology or something. You know, I don't know. So maybe I should try that. You know, put like not a knot, but I could spell it like not, and then a, and then not, like not in a tree. You know, like not a knot. which that kind of makes sense. But I guess I could always put like not, a not, to, but not really. See, that wouldn't be spelled right? Probably, I don't know. So a lot of times I don't even care about spelling, because I find myself, it's like I don't even want to point something out to begin with. So spending more time doing something that I don't want to do is like something that I don't want to do. Yeah. So it's like spending more time, hitting space, caps lock, shift, number, lock, paste. It's much easier to just be like, you are a dumb fuck. And it's like, sure, they're so offended, but it's just easy because it's like, at the end of the day, there's nothing really going on, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it's just like, basically like, wow, you're a retard, have a nice day, and then I leave. Like, I don't want to talk to them anymore. Like, there's no inspiration or enlightenment, or there's no realization that's ever going to happen. There's no light bulbs that are going to turn on. So I'm just kind of like, alright, you're good, I'm just going to go now, but you're just fine the way you are. Don't change a thing. But don't mind me, I'm just going to stand over here now, like, away from you. Not that there's anything bad with you, but I'm kind of thinking about something right now, and you're fucking distracting me. Like, I have more important things to think of besides you and your dumb lemmingness. And no offense, it's a conflict of interest at this fucking point. You, dumb, me, I'm enlightened. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm not any better than you. But I have a conflict of interest right now. And anything that comes out of your mouth, I can obviously see it's just nothing more than another regurgitation I've heard, which that doesn't necessarily always mean it's bad. But definitely too much of that, and I'm walking, Like, okay, you're a mindless regurgitation lemming zombie. I'm just going to stand over here. I know that there's nothing, and it's like, it's not that I'm picking your brain or anything, because it's like, I don't mind being friends with dumb lemming sheep, as I would call them. And it's like, but at the time where there's a conflict of interest, which is, hey, right now, this is my time, and I'm not going to waste it talking to a lemming. But we can be friends, and then I'll set all that aside and pretend like none of that exists, and just be your friend. But it's like, what if I'm not in that mood right now? Like, do I always have to be in, hey, I'm your friend mood? Hey, am I really like a wolf in sheep's clothing, at all times? Or am I going to be upfront and honest and say, hey, look, I have more important things in my life than to be just merely distracted by mindlessness, which is not that bad, Don't get me wrong, I'm just kind of like, I'm busy, as I would like to call it. Which doesn't mean I don't have time for you. It's like, okay, what do you want? You're bothering me. What do you want? The house is on fire. Okay, well, I better go deal with a more important situation. But if you come to me and say, hey, look, I just pulled a booger out of my nose, this is the most important thing I've ever seen, I'm going to say, get the fuck out of here, dude. In a way. Especially if I'm busy. You know what I mean? And sometimes I like to set time aside so I can make videos. And that requires, you know, planning. Like, hey, I'm going to make a video today. I'm going to want to take, 2 hours to just rant my nonsense babble that people fucking can't stand, because I'm not allowed to talk ever. Especially because I guess it's degrading towards other people or something. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm really sorry that you don't understand anything. You're not going to project your fears onto me and say, I fear you because I don't understand you, so now I'm going to call you a psychopathic killer or something, or that you're a psychopath and you kill people, and whatever else you can think of. And it's like, wow, just because you don't agree with me, I guess that makes me crazy and insane because someone has a different view of the world than you. Oh my God, could you imagine if someone thought differently than you? So really, that sounds like you have a very judgmental mind. A very profiling driven mind. Am I profiling you as a lemming? Or do you stoop to the fucking lowest possible level of existence and call me every fucking name in the book? Crazy, weird, insane, a harm to others because I fucking think? Especially in my own house, on the internet, on my own page. Like, holy motherfucking shit. How am I gonna tell a zombie about that? Like, how am I gonna wake them up to their mindless, brain-numb bullshit? That's so funny. I said that so slow. Because I watch Mark Dice, and he's like, "You're a moronic moron." What the fuck, man? Like, you're rhyming. Should we make a rap song? Yo, I'm Mark Dice, and I'm rhyming in the hood. We got some moronic morons, and they're dumb. Yeah, I can't even do that. Oh my God, someone's different than me. We should profile them. Okay, get this. You can profile me and say I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist and I have mental problems. How about this? I can profile you as a lemming. What if I could take MRI brain scans of lemmings versus non-lemmings, like real non-conformists, like commandos? What if I scanned the brain of commandos and then I scanned the brain of a fucking pussy nanny lemming moron bitch like you, and I could see a difference? Like, the lemmings really didn't have a lot going on, and then the commandos were like all lit up like crazy, and they're like cool, and they're like men, and they're like, yeah. And you're like, yeah, those guys are pussies. It's like, yeah, I really care what a lemming says, Actually, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna turn on my video, and I'm gonna finish this on video blog, because this just is not doing justice. So I'm gonna come back. Okay, so watch my next video. Okay, bye. It'll be in living color. Yeah. Okay, bye.